So let's say hi to everybody. And I'm first streaming for a while, so not broadcast it really. I'm going to check how the old software performs and have a little bit fly about under Odyssey. Audio's working. Chat box is working. And so what we're doing today. What are we doing today indeed? So we're going to be exploring a little bit of a different ball game under the Odyssey engine. I think most people have realised that. Some people are kind of still coming to terms with it. Fine, that's part of the fun of learning the game when they make a change. We are actually out in the black in a region of space called the Heart and Soul Nebulas. One of the reasons we're here is because of the THOR group. A couple of their, well, Angry Citizen pretty much put together a plan of exploration over a couple of weeks, and quite a few of their guys are all out on their carrier called the Kennels, which is what I'm sitting on just now. And the next protocol is going to be the Bubble Nebula, which is fine. Excuse me, it's a fair distance away, and it's where I'm thinking about going today, although there has been significant changes to what you can do in exploration, and it's purely a personal choice of the player. Quite a lot of people are actually dissing the game and have been quite negative since its release. Some of it justifiably so because of poor performance and stuff like that. But it is improving, and you know, it's like anything else. People stick with something long enough. Frontier have got a history of actually fixing things over a period of time. I, like many others, don't agree the way the game was released. I think it should be in a better state than it was when put out to be bought. But I'm not here to debate that, really. There's been enough said about that. What I want to talk about is exploring and what we would have done in the past, probably, and what options are open up to us now. So, when the carrier jumped into the Heart Nebula, I think it was nearly a week ago, and it's moving tomorrow. And it's going to the Bubble Nebula, which is way over here. The Bubble. Now, astronomically speaking, it's not too far. And we're not too far away from the Bubble, but there's enough stuff to be looking at here. And I think the last time I measured that, it was about 45 jumps for me. Some of these regions I've been to before, prior to Odyssey. I'm not sure the data for that's actually transferred across from Horizons. It'll be in there somewhere, but I don't think I can see it. I tend to explore very haphazardly unless I've got somewhere to go. And in the past, what I would have done was I would have just set out to point A to point B, tried to scan as many water worlds and terraformable high metal planets as possible for the most cash. And that's still an option. People can still do that if they want. Entirely up to them. But Odyssey's introduced the new genomics stuff. And it's taken me a little while to get my head around this. So all of these red worlds I've not visited. So where's this map again? Yeah. So basically, this is what's I've still to see in the Heart Nebula. And I haven't even been over to the Sol Nebula yet, which is its nearest neighbour. That's quite close. So I was going to take a little wander over here just to get some blue markers on the map. I haven't been spamming the game as I have done in the past. That's entirely due to other reasons, real life reasons. I'll bore you with the details of them. But when I've been on, I've did a little bit of jumping about, and I've barely scratched the surface. And I think to most casual players, this is kind of going to be their thing. I mean, obviously, if you're part of a big group like Canon or one of these kind of factions, you're going to be scanning a lot more regions than this. And in the past, I would have done more than that. In the past, I would have easily done more than that because of the way the exploration system worked. But some of these places have got planets in them. Some of them don't. Can't remember off the top of my head what ones do. So I wouldn't have landed anywhere here. I may have landed there, but no, if I've not mapped it, I've not landed on it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to some of the places we've not been and actually see what's there. There we go. We'll get rid of the blues. We're going to head over in the general direction of the Sol Nebula, so we'll be heading over this way. And I'm not too worried what the jump range is. I just want to hit places I've not been before. And I'm not too worried what I hit. I'm just want to hit something. So let's go. So we'll leave the carrier behind. Oh, excuse me. Wow, sorry about that. Oh, that dust up my nose. So, we're going to leave back behind this little nebula. And we'll see what's out there. Yeah, as soon as I start the stream, I get a fit of sneezing. So we're just going to scan stuff, see if there's anything interesting in the way, and take a little happy meander to the Sol Nebula. Which I would call the kind of new style exploring that's in Elite. Because when you see a planet you want to land on, you will land on it, scan it, all the usual stuff. And if there's any biometrics on it, then you want to try and go and find them. And that's a little bit different from how it was in Horizons. In fact, that's a lot bit different from what it was in Horizons. And it's all to do with the couple of extra ranks that they've added onto the game. So, as I say, this is my second account. This was my account that was primarily made for exploration. I don't have a carrier on this guy, that's on the other guy. And as you can see, I've did absolutely no combat whatsoever on this guy. I haven't been in any of the combat zones. I haven't done anything to improve suits, to get engineers. I'm just completely out the box, fresh horizons. I have bought an Artemis suit. I may have bought some of the other suits as well, but I haven't used them. And I've got some weapons. So essentially, if you're coming back to the game and I've did nothing in Odyssey, you buy the stuff and you just go explore like you did. This is how you'll be. Because quite a few of my friends are concerned that the ground-based shoot 'em up stuff is going to be mandatory to actually play the game anymore. And as much as it can be for getting some of the engineers done, you don't actually need to do any of that stuff to get the benefit of the new game mechanics. If you want to do that kind of stuff, there's nothing stopping you. Now, I've done it on my other account, but this was more of a test to actually see, do I need to do this? So we've come here, no bad one. There's 20 worlds here. Sorry about that, to give my nose a blow. Just as I start the stream, I get a load of dust. So yeah, so we're going to scan this and hopefully find an atmospheric planet we can land on. Or we'll move on. Or we might find an old-fashioned water world or high metal content world worth a few bob. We'll scan. There's quite a few worlds here. There must be some round the B star. Was.
System scan complete.
So we don't have any landable Odyssey worlds. We do have two little landable ones here, but normally on these type ones there's not any of the new organic information. So we're looking for this third planet here, the kind of arc round it, and the blue halo, if you like, round the centre. To let us know we've got both atmospheric and landable. Right, so nothing here. I had 2 jumps to get there. Maybe I had only 1. Okay, Soul Nebula is where we want to go in a haphazard fashion.
Frameshift drive charging.
The last couple of years I've had a lot of time to play Elite. It's why I've finished all the engineers apart from the new ones on my main account and really quite far through the game on this guy. But circumstances for me have changed a little bit, so my game time is not as much as it was. And that's actually a good thing. So I've been taking a different perspective of games in general, and I find Elite to be one of the ones where you can play it as long as you want. You can also put it down, and you don't kind of lose where you are. And I quite like that. I quite like that whole way of playing. Not too sure if that's what most people crave, but me at the moment, that's what I need a game. Don't want too much work to be able to actually play the damn thing. But I understand that that comes with a sacrifice, because you maybe don't get as much done as what you would like to do. And I'm fine with that. That's fine by me. So, you know, a lot of the griping, I suppose, was length of time to do stuff and find stuff. And I know I had a few snipes about opinion polls and that kind of engineer stuff, because I think most people who play games understand there's an element of grind to anything. It's certainly not something you don't need to do at all in Elite Dangerous, at least with regards to the new engineering. In my experience on this little mission, I've done none of them, and I'm not missing doing them. Horizons, the engineers were definitely a more important part of the game, because your ship was needing to be done. And anybody who's actually done the engineers who would like to correct my lack of knowledge in that fact, I would be happy to hear that in the comments, because obviously they're there for a reason. I hope one of them would be the fact that your exploration benefits are, you know, maybe no having to empty the little sample tube every time you find something new. Maybe we'll do more than one, and that would be fine if they did that. But exploration improvement, you shouldn't need to do ground-based combat to get to them. That just doesn't make any sense to me. And given limited time to be able to play the game, it's not something I think a lot of people in a similar boat would actually bother doing. And that's a shame, because they're kind of missing out on an aspect of the game. Quite how they put together the progression through the engineering, I don't know. They maybe felt that everybody would be quite keen to see the combat zones and stuff, and would do it as a matter of course. And they may be right. But not everybody plays Elite for FPS shooters. We'll go and we'll play some FPS shooter for that, I think. Oh, so all of them are atmospheric, but none of them are landable. What a shame. And these are the same. They're all normal Horizons type planets, so we will move on. getting my bearing correct.
Frameshift drive charging.
Really nice views of the nebula now. I think Horizons was always pretty. It was always a pretty looking game, especially in space.
4, 3,
And for a while I think that they'd lost that direction. But whatever they've done to the lighting and improvements in the recent patches seem to have got that back again. And that's kind of good.
fuel scooping.
This looks as if nobody's been here before,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
which I would be surprised if that's the case. Normally see the planets on somebody's, or somebody may have scanned them and just not handed the data in. Maybe. Oh, still more to see yet.
System scan complete.
Ah, we've got some landables here. We've got 4 of them. The outer one first. So yeah, as you can see, exobiologist rank, I've got nothing. I've not handed anything in. I do have some stuff I have scanned so far. And I think I need to take that to a station to hand it in. I don't think I can hand it in on a ship or a carrier. I think I have to actually be on foot at the genomics person. I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest. And I'm not really sure of the ranking upgrades, how the progression works. Elite's normally based on cash rewards, which means it's going to take a while to get the higher ranks. Unless, of course, there's some part of the puzzle I'm missing out on because I've not done the engineers. Maybe when I hand this in, some engineer will open up to me because I've got a certain amount of rank. Then again, maybe I'll need to do all that stuff. I really genuinely don't know. Look at that nebula. That's nice. So glad I've got the prettiness back in the game. There's other space games out there, but none of them seem to capture the majesty of the cosmos as this one does. And saying that, there's still a little bit. There is improvements they can make on their landings. The planets look better now. Don't think there's as much variety. Landing side is maybe some like No Man's Sky. But then again, Elite's only released one type of planet. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be more improvements coming. I really do hope that one of the things they do get working is virtual reality. I think that'll just be monumentally good.
Surface scan complete.
So, there's no biologicals in this world. I don't see anything in the scanner telling me there's anything. Or maybe too far out. And I can't I can check that on the map. Go into the map and check here. So there's nothing. I've mapped this world. Go back to the next one. Elite prides itself in out with a little bit of artistic license in a scientific accuracy in the worlds and stuff. So I'm not sure just how scientifically accurate some of this stuff is. I need to go to a different world, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go buy the first one. There first. That one, D2. They're in the offices. I'm going to go and get myself a drink once I get an orbit around this world. Little frog in my throat isn't going away. Oh, what a shame. God. be back in a minute. I'm going to get a drink. Okay, we have a drink. So let's shoot some probes into this.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
There's nothing in this one either. Not that I can see. You know, it's got a brilliant habit, the game, of not finding you what you want when you're streaming. Like it knows. Right, 2 more chances here. This one. I think anything's terraformable here. See if I can get rid of this frog. I haven't tried the streaming software since the last patch, and I'm noticing my CPU usage is a bit down, and the GPU seems to be working okay. So I'll be able to review the stream when I'm finished, just to see how it turned out. This is a big system, this. What I don't know is how much additional biology there's been put in since Odyssey, because there was some stuff in Horizons you could scan either via your SRV or your ship's composition scanner, and you still do that because you get extra money for that. But I don't know where the difference is between the stuff you hand in for the genomics guys and the original horizon-based stuff that you found on planets. I've never actually done this kind of stuff on my other account, at least not greatly. My rank's been up a little bit, but that's just been more good luck than actually knowing what the hell I was doing. So I'm hoping that this little expedition, which I think is going to be completed next week, I'll be able to take back some data and get into a station and sell it and see what the rank goes to. In my travels in the past, sometimes I've found asteroid bases in Nebula. Don't know if there's any of them in these Nebula, but we'll have a little look when we go back to the main scanner. I think I got the engineered scanner on this guy. One of the community goals. It's a mega time saver.
Surface scanned by 50%.
All they had together. Couldn't have timed that any better.
Surface scan.
Ah, we have stuff. Okay, so we can see bacterial colonies, which is big puddles of poo, basically. And that's it. They can be quite difficult to find, but they should be in the blue bits. And I'm going to assume that people with slightly stronger graphic settings than me maybe find these things easier, because I tend to struggle to find them. We're going to go to one of these canyony type, mountainy rangey things. We know that round the edge of the mountains there's stuff, and in that big plain as well. And let's see if we can find any of this stuff on the ground.
Orbital flight engaged.
Running too steep. Funny reflective surface. Yeah, so my graphics just doesn't do justice, I'm afraid. Somebody with a more powerful card would see that a lot smoother coming in. I mean, it may be down to my settings. I honestly don't know. All of this stuff has got stuff in it that can be found. So we're 0.30 of gravity of Earth. I'm not too sure what height I need to be for this stuff to start being visible. I like the touch of the wind whizzing past the outside of the ship. Unfortunately, that sound effect I think happens in Horizons worlds as well, but there's not meant to be any atmospheres. So what am I looking for here? Big puddles, really. 60 more, 60 meters above the surface. So if there's something we can scan, Nomic, then the composition scanner should let us scan it first. On the earlier releases of Odyssey, the planets were pretty flat. There wasn't much variation in the terrain. They seem to have sorted that now. I don't know if that was a mistake, an oversight on their part. So under Horizons you would get biological signals. You would actually see them. You would get a little target to aim for. And we don't get that now. We get this big blue. They're here somewhere and you have to go find them. And that's been a sense of extreme frustration to people. And I understand that it's huge change, but by the same token, some things are difficult to find, and you know, this dirt in the ground is one of them. So if you're in a hurry to get somewhere, this is not what you want to do. If you're not in a hurry to get somewhere, then you can quite easily while your hours just flying over these surfaces looking to see if you can find anything. Is there a better way to do this? I honestly have no idea.
Landing gear deployed.
I think maybe some form of compromise between what we've got now in these blue zones, and maybe when you enter the blue zones some little targets come up saying, oh, there's something here. Might be a good idea. Can actually spend ages.
Dangerously low temperature detected.
Not find anything. 47 degrees Kelvin. Minus 230 degrees. That's cold. Look at that blue sky, it's nice. Try and get a... Hey. I think we want to get the wee guy here. Turn him round. Try and frame him in the shot, nice. Done. There we go. There we go. I've paused this. Very good. And that there is where we're heading, because that's the Soul Nebula. Nice looking. That pic. Nice blue sky. I like that. Small, tenuous atmosphere. You're not going to get any clouds or not going to get any water or liquids. There's just not enough pressure. Especially at the temperature we're at here. Most stuff will be solid, I would think, in that. Strange things happen to materials and substances when you change the pressure and the temperature. If anybody's interested, go Google point the triple points of matter. It's a bit dry, no pun intended, but yeah. It's the science, I guess. That's the science. Okay, so I'm going to go get my SRV and send the ship away. And I'll take a wee run round here. And basically, as long as you've got an SRV as a ship, you have got endless amounts of energy for your suit. You can recharge just jumping back into your ship or standing in that little circle thing, or going into your SRV. And I've found this the kind of best way to do exploration. It's like a kind of hybrid between what we did before and the new stuff that's been added because of Odyssey. But it does require a fair bit of patience. Not going to be a great gold credit collector. At least not that I've found at the moment.
Ship dismissed.
There she goes. Off into the blue yonder. So the puddles can be notoriously difficult to find. Especially when there's only one of them. And SRV driving seems an awful lot different now than than what it did in Horizons. I don't quite know why. The feel of the SRV is different. And as much as it's annoying because you're relearning how to do something you've been doing for a while, one of the things that impressed me about Elite when I first played it was how the ships all flew differently. So I'm hoping that at some point we could actually get SRVs that are maybe got more specific equipment on them. For example, stuff to repair your ship, or stuff to cut into rocks, or kind of thing. I think that would be neat. Be some form of trick to finding these things quickly, and I just don't know what that is yet. Which is frustrating the life out of me, if I'm honest. And I'm pretty sure when I come across it, it'll be, well, that was obvious, why did I not think of that before? You kind of get yourself in a mindset that this is what I need to do, and it could be just down to, you know, clever design by the game designers saying this will fox them, knowing full well they're going to get an absolute torrent of abuse on the forums and internet in general. Maybe they're masochistic that way, who knows. It's just amazing some of the views in here. God's law, I'm going to run by what I'm looking for, just trying these pixels. That's worth it. Let's stop here. SRV. Ugh. The shadow quality is quite good enough in the render settings. So I need to go and read up a little bit more on, because I don't see anything on the scanner. Get the odd blip now and again, then it disappears. So I don't know if it's, don't even think this radar scanner is looking for what I need it to look for. So my next question would be, why can it not scan organics as well? Or does it and I just don't know how to read it? I don't get the composition scanner saying you can get in here. Something over here. I just think they're rocks though. I think they're... He's put a different colour on it, you know. Blue or green or purple, the same ones the scanner thing uses. There's definitely something here. Ouch. Oh, I don't know what this is. Probably a rock or something. Whoa! Oh, so the original Klondike stuffs are in New Worlds as well. I didn't know that. Well, there you go. be kind and put what I'm actually looking for close to these things. But kind of makes sense, wouldn't it? Probably no need to shoot. Oh no, I don't have that stuff.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of zirconium. Cool. I'm full of iron, full of nickel, and I'm full of phosphorus.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Well, one of the questions we were wondering was whether the old-fashioned Klondites were still there. And they are. Doesn't seem to be a whole hell of a lot of them now. And there's no puddles, which is what I'm looking for. Don't see anything to scan, you know. A dirty patch in the ground.
Drive assist off.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected.
So anything that I'm interested in from a biology point of view will turn greeny, kind of purple or blue. Blue means it's something I've scanned and I can't use anymore. The green's the one I'm wanting, and purple means I've got something to scan, but scanning tube thing has got something else in it.
Drive assist on.
So yeah, puddles are annoying. They can be difficult to find. got iron. Got sulfur. Oh, sulfur. Maybe not get that. Oh, need some of that.
Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Kinda hoping one of these puddles appears near these. All of that stuff. So, we've had enough hunting here. They're really difficult to find, the biology, these puddle things. You still have not found it quite do it anyway. So, bring the ship back. And we'll head to the next destination. Don't even know if there's a way to see that kind of stuff on this. Makes sense if you get in this. Some kind of go here kind of thing. Or at least click on this and say I want to get over there. Give you a route. Quite cool. Got a marker on the ground saying this is where I want to go. There's only one organic thing on here, so it's these puddles. Going to frustrate the life out of me not finding it, but steps like behind. Whoa. Why are you all the way over here? But yeah, a lot of people are going to find this really, really frustrating. But I guess that's the whole point. I think we just need some additional tools to help us track these things down. Maybe they're coming out in a future release. Really? Ugh. Whoa. That one there. Not just a chain. Get in. Yeah. Get bored there. These things are meant to be all over the blue bits of the planet. Well, I haven't seen any. I haven't had anything flash up in the composition scanner saying this is what you're looking for. Okay, had enough of this. Bit of a pretty planet though. But can't find it, so I'm going to go further along the line towards the Sol Nebula. That was the Heart Nebula we're looking at. Nebula. I think it was far enough, far away, so. Where the stars go. Far. Yeah, we're going this way. Of course. Oh. I can get that sky. Get that. Yeah, I like the pictures, they're nice. I guess I'm easy pleased.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
You look, the whole thing's blue. Still a little bit of a mystery, that scanner, to me when it comes to that stuff. Some things you just land on and are all over the place. Other things. So that one we took the photo of was actually the Heart Nebula. This one's the Soul Nebula, because that's where we're heading.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
1.
system scan complete.
Ah, can't land in that big one. Alright.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scapping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
13 worlds here. Surely one of them. Oh, loading. Something. full ton of them around the base there though. Brilliant. More to find here.
System scan complete.
Got 2 landables. Got the closest one. Okay, then greeny world.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
So we've got 2 things to find in this world. Try and find stratums normally. And we've got the puddles again. Well, we might get lucky and get one of them near the other things. Might not. Going to this light area here,
Orbital flight engaged.
or one of these. I don't know if the light's better than the dark, no idea. Go right there, right in the middle of that light and dark, on the edge of that little indentation there. stuff. So these I can scan because I can click on them. That's the stratum stuff.
Landing gear deployed. Drive assist on.
Wait a second. Oh.
Low gravity warning.
Hmm. Yeah, that stuff. That stuff I can scan with the chip or the SRV.
Drive assist off.
But the whole point of Odyssey is to use this thing. They're green, so that means I can do stuff with them. And of the first one. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to go and find more of them. But I can't do these ones. Means they're not biologically diverse enough to get any scat data for them. But these ones over here may be the same. They may be far enough away. The SRV is a good thing because that tells you when you can have a chance of scanning something. I don't know if that's deliberate for Frontier or. So they're blue, so they're not any good to me. Not far enough away.
Drive assist on.
Oh. Oh. These ones maybe. They may be far enough away.
Drive assist off.
Yeah, these ones are green. I can scan them. And that wee bloop noise I think is telling us, yeah, I can scan these. One more.
Drive assist on.
I'll get another one of these and I've got 3 for the data guy in the station. There's nothing out here. Not be far enough
Drive
away.
assist off. Drive assist on.
We'll have a look at the next one. Over there.
Drive assist off.
Ooh, yeah. I don't think I had that one before.
Drive assist on.
As far as I can tell, when you scan one, you get this coming up. Don't get the rescan thing. Extra cash, which I'm assuming is for the genomics guy. And this unidentified one's another one. Puddles again. I'm up to, it was about 50k I netted for that, including the scan for the ship. So it's nowhere near as profitable as what the old fashioned scanning was. Still okay. And considering there's a whole rank to get here. Well, they've changed so you can't get below the ground. I forgot about that. That's actually better for please. Look at the detail in this thing. Close arm there. Right, back to the ship, because unless we get really lucky and find the puddle just running around, it'd be there as long as we were at that last world and found nothing. I get the feeling when it comes to finding this stuff, just needs to be another little bit of assistance. Oh. Or you get lucky and see one in the passing. Planets are definitely in some points not as friendly ASRVs as they were. And that's fine. That's pretty good. Nice green sky. Don't know if that's the atmosphere or it's just might be the atmosphere. Then go down with the sun and the nebula. Far too far. I like the way you dock the fighter ship. That should be the same. You just drive it in a tunnel and that's it. Miles better. In saying that, some of the landings you get might not be doing that, so maybe that's a bad idea. So in the codex, sorry, biological and geological. I've still got loads of this stuff to find, as you can. I think that one there. One's confirmed. That might have been a different one. So I've found that one and that one. That's where we are now. Oh. These ones I need to find. These ones I've found. Not all of them, obviously. Some. And I can while away many an hour doing that, especially if I'm not playing for long. Just this money's slowly going up, the exploration's slowly going up. Because none of these ranks have actually been touched. As you can see, they're all sitting back where they were before Odyssey got released. So with a bit of luck, I'll eat into this exobiologist map rank and actually see how much work that's going to be. The new elite ranking system is insane. We're going to have like bandings of elite. There'll be an elite plus and then a plus plus, and so that just doesn't inspire me to chase maximum rank, to be honest. I'll just quite happily plod away getting, try and get the others to elite, and then yeah, just plod away and get them as I go along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head old school wise to Bubble Nebula, where the carrier's going to be tomorrow. Not too sure where in the Bubble Nebula it's going to be. Quite a big expanse of space. So I'm going to just take this. That is 48 jumps. We're still in the Heart Nebula. I never made it all the way to the Soul Nebula. That's fine. The beauty about exploration is that it's still there. It's not going anywhere. I might be back in this neck of the woods at some point.
Frameshift drive charging.
I might do another stream next week, maybe during the week, depending on how busy I am. Try and do a little bit more content now that Odyssey is actually worth looking at. And I will depart. Maybe
Frameshift
not launching.
drive
There we go.
charging.
Yeah, I'll depart and wish everybody a real pleasant